And welcome to Wandering Through Wayne's World. You know, there are so many people out there that try to help and do things for charity and look at it as for charity, not as a business. With me is Russ Holden from Caddy for a Cure. Did I get it right?
That's right.
Okay. I'm sure people say caddies and people come up with like all kinds of other words or letters that fit in there. What is Caddy for a Cure?
Caddy for a Cure is an initiative that I founded 15 years ago. I am a PGA professional. I'm a 33-year member of the PGA of America, and I had the great fortune of being employed right here in South Florida at Woodfield Country Club up in Boca Raton. And as many people may know, world-famous golfer Bernhard Langer resides there, and I met him in the late 80s, and I started out on a coaching realm with him, and it was great being with one of the world's greatest players. He was ranked number 3 in the world at the time, and while we were there, he invited me to come caddy for him. Okay. And I went out there. I had done everything in the world of golf. I had worked in every facet imaginable to become where I was as a professional. And what ultimately ended up happening was when I got out there, I was bit. I tried to play myself for a living, and I like to jokingly say I decided I like to eat on a regular basis. I knew that I wasn't going to do it. So what happened was I went ahead and caddied for him, and I loved it, and I was kind of a bit, and at the time I had an assistant who had 2 boys with a rare bone marrow disorder called Fanconi anemia, and it's a lethal disease, and that's where you could really say Caddy for a Cure was really born. So I had an idea that the average golfer, avid golf fan, would love to come inside the ropes and caddy for one of the world's best players for a day, and we founded Caddy for a Cure, and here we are 15 years later.
Wow. So how many people do you have? Oh, people. So is it like, hey, you know what? I love golf. I'm not really that good at it, but I want to caddy for some of the best players. Is it one player specific, or can you caddy for a number of different players?
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We have pretty much the entire blessing of the entire PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, and Champions Tour. So we've had virtually everybody from Jack Nicklaus to Ricky Fowler to Jordan Spieth, Jason Day, Brooks Koepka. All the greatest players in the game have all stepped up to participate in this great cause. And to add to it, we have another initiative which has really kind of morphed our whole initiative and our mission. In 2005, I was caddying for Bernhard down in San Antonio at the Valero Texas Open, right next to the Brook Medical Center, where we bring a lot of our wounded back who have served either at Walter Reed and or Brook Medical Center. So the PGA Tour, being very military appreciative, patriotic, walked 6 young men down the range who had all lost legs. Wow. And I had a great idea where you could come inside the ropes and caddy for a Ricky Fowler. Why couldn't you be escorted by one of these brave wounded service members? So a light went off, and it took the tour about 0.3 seconds to say, yeah, we like that. So now for 12 years, we've been offering these experiences gratis. We bring the wounded service member in and treat them really from head to toe, an entire PGA Tour behind the scenes look into the world of professional golf. And as a golf professional, again, I know that the game is incredibly therapeutic, and for whatever injuries, whether it be physical, emotional, or mental issues that they may be suffering with, we know that golf is incredibly good at being able to solve a lot of these problems. And we like to say that we're introducing them at the highest level, and hopefully that will spur them on to play more golf.
Okay, so golf has not been my thing, so you're the expert, and I'm here to ask you, how does the game take? 18 holes.
Well, it depends on obviously the severity and difficulty of the golf course. It is a problem today with the game in that it does take a long time in this digital age that we live in. We want everything really fast and really quick. But, to me, again, I'm somewhat biased as a golf professional that I think there's nothing better than to be out in God's green air and fresh air and green grass and be able to be out there for 3.5, 4 hours and enjoy a game of golf and with friends. There's really no other game like it. It's a game of a lifetime. We can have a 90-year-old grandfather or great-grandfather playing with a 10-year-old grandchild and anywhere in between, young or old, it doesn't really matter. It is really a game that brings us all together.
So who, for lack of a better word, who's the clientele that wants to step up and caddy for a professional?
Well, we humbly like to call it the most unique opportunity in the world of professional sports. I mean, you're not going to go down and warm up somebody in the bullpen at Yankee Stadium, and you're not going to get to ride shotgun at the Daytona 500. Golf provides this unique opportunity where we can go and be with one of the world's greatest players for an entire day as they go to present and play for millions of dollars within 24 hours later. So they get to go inside the ropes, and as we like to say, you can get as involved or as uninvolved as you want. The tour caddy goes along with you, so if that bag's a little too heavy or it's a little laborious for you, we want you to come and have a good time and spend that day with that superstar in the world of golf and find out what it's all like to be inside the ropes.
Okay, so are most of the people that do it into golf? Because, or do you ever have anybody who says, you know what, never really follow golf, don't know much about it, but I want to see what it's all about?
Absolutely. We get people from all walks of life where, and we do a little bit of bio research on them, to find out who they are and why they are. Some come really just out of superstardom. They hear the name of Jordan Spieth or Ricky or somebody like that, and they want to be with her. We've had people that are better players, and they find someone that's their favorite because of the style in which they play or the way they putt or the way they do one aspect of the game, and they want to do that. And for some people, it's just the cool aspect. It's something that really is almost priceless. To be able to walk up the 18th hole with the tens of thousands of people cheering, there's just no other thing in sports that's like it that allows you this opportunity.
You know, the only thing, when you said it, the thing that comes close, in my opinion, is Chris Everett does her celebrity pro tennis. And people come and I guess they donate so that they can play around with celebrities and pros. I think that's so nice on the celebrity end, okay, to not put themselves above anybody and to let someone come in and enjoy and learn and spend time with that. Because we hear a lot of times, oh, these people are stuck up and they don't really want anybody, but that's not true in the path that you took for Caddy for a Cure. It's open to anybody.
It really is. You know, I came attached at the hip with blue blood. Bernhard Langer is really one of the, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a two-time Masters champion. And, working with him for as long as I did, when I came into it and entered it and had the idea, I kind of had a little leg up on everybody because I was attached at the hip with him. But to your point, yes, it's wonderful that these great superstars of sport, the Phil Mickelsons of the world and Jack Nicklaus's of the world, especially when they know what our military initiative is to support the wounded, when they hear about that and then they see our national spokesmen, Christian and Kaylin Collins, who are those boys that I talked about that suffer from Fanconi anemia, and all the families that are touched by this, it's really not hard to get them to say yes and contribute a few hours of their time just to have a avid golfer, amateur golfer to come inside the ropes and carry their bag for a few hours.
Is caddying difficult?
Well, again, we tell everybody that you can get as involved or as uninvolved as you want. It's very difficult. All the aspects of the professional caddy, it's a very wonderful profession. A lot of the old stigma of the old days of the man or woman that was sleeping in their car and kind of a less than desirable person, those days are long gone. The purses that we play for these days, in the millions and millions of dollars, a caddy on any given week can win hundreds of thousands of dollars. So wow. It's a very lucrative and very viable profession, and it's also a very difficult one. To be able to be everything that player needs in order to be able to play their best golf is something that's really, and as our caddies all say at the end of their day, is that they gain a new respect for professional tour caddies and put it done and spend that whole day out there.
I admire people like you that step up to the plate, and I admire the people that are on your team that step up to the plate. Taking the military section out for a second, you give people the opportunity to do things that they could probably never ever do in their lifetime.
Absolutely.
And that's a blessing. Yeah. And then adding the military aspect back into it is like just the cherry on top of the cake. That's so super special to be able to do that for people. We're getting to the top of our time. If people want to learn more about Caddy for a Cure, You have a website?
We do. We have a great site. It's called caddyforacure.com, and we spell it with a Y, CADDYFORACURE, all spelled out, caddyforacure.com. Please go there. You can review a lot of testimonies of people through the years, 15 years now, of great experiences. You can see all the charities that we support as a result of your generous donation, and see what we have upcoming. And if there's a player that maybe you don't see on there that you'd like to caddy for, we have a contact form. Please use that. Reach out to me. You'll get me directly, and we look forward to setting up your experience. Great gift idea, great corporate gift idea for those people that might want to entertain that client, or a great sponsor that was something that they otherwise could never get. Go to caddyforacure.com. You can review the whole thing.
And I just want to let you know one more thing before I let him go, and you said it, and I don't know that people would understand, so I'm just going to kind of lay it out for you. If you do this, it doesn't mean that you have to do all the work. Like you said, you can get involved in at any level you want, from walking the tour, or being at each place, to carrying and handing out whatever clubs they need. You can take any piece of that and make it yours.
Absolutely.
So don't be worried that, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle it or if I can do it. There's always a professional there to help out, correct?
That's correct. The tour caddy's there right along with you, and we have a great package that you get also. We have a great partner in Under Armour. Aftershocks, headphones are a great thing. We have about a $500 package that you get, as well as thousands of pictures of your day. We'll get one special picture autographed of you and your player. And again, it's a priceless memory that really you'll never have another opportunity anywhere in sports to be able to do.
Russ, I want to thank you for coming in. I want to thank you for all you do and all the people you help. Check out caddyforacure.com. We'll be right back.